Welcome to the NaXum Podcast. In the next few moments, you're going to get to meet real clients who have leveraged the NaXum technology to build their business. If you're looking for more information about NaXum itself, go to www.naxum.com, or if you want to view our most recent studies, go to www.naxumtour.com and take a look there. All right, let's go meet our guest.
Welcome to the season 4 of the NaXum Podcast. Today, we're talking about the 2026 Trends Report. The session will be led by Umair together with our CEO Ben Dixon. Umair, go ahead.
Thank you, Diana, and welcome to our NaXum podcast. Last year was indeed full of surprises. Many companies across the space, were down in space over 2024, but there were a number of standout clients, who grew in remarkable ways last year. So together with Ben Dixon, our CEO at NaXum, we have published the 2026 Direct Sales Trends Report, for our DSEF members. And today on the podcast, we are going to break down these insights with you. So to open up, let's go to Ben. What challenges did we see in 2024 and 2025 that got clients off track, sir?
Well, Umair, I'm excited to dig into this on the podcast with you today. I think there's a couple different things that were kind of market forces in 2023, 4, 5 that kind of contributed to the downward trend. A lot of direct selling companies who were the bigger ones did really, really well in COVID, right? In directs in the 2020, 21, 22 time, people had more time and they're in their homes. And so they jumped in, and some of these companies' numbers just absolutely blew up large. Yeah. And then the nature of work itself changed for many people to where they could work from home in a regular W-2 job here in America, and even around the world. That's something we saw. There was a lot of the new people or new blood that had joined our space are people who then had those similar types of opportunities in their own life. Their regular job. Bigger piece. So that's one contributing kind of market factor I think we all saw and feel. The bigger one I know that you and I saw a lot, even at NaXum, was kind of the requests for different types of members promoting you, like a lot of different types of members, and different ways to promote. Break that down for a second. We were asked to, we want to have our direct selling comp plan over here, and then our affiliate comp plan over here, and our influencer comp plan over here. And so there was some confusion both in, there's lots of ways you could promote us. You could be an MLMer, you could be an influencer, you could be an affiliate, where there'd be all these different comp plans, different channels. And that led to, there's 12 ways you can build this business when you're online, or there's 5 ways you can do it when you're in person, instead of what we've always been used to. Hey, here's what you do when you're in person, here's what you do online. And so I think a lot of that just confusion of there's so many different ways to do it. A person who's kind of part-time, who is a volunteer, who's promoting your product's commission only, right? They say, well, where do I start? And where I'd like to start. There's 17 ways you can start. And so I think you're gonna hear some of the things we saw there.
Cool. That is absolutely correct. Now, what frameworks, from your perspective, did you see both our clients and companies outside of the NaXum, ecosystem, embrace what that truly moved members in 2024?
Another force that I think is important to understand as we jump into these frameworks is just even the world of AI and how we've changed content creation with AI. A lot of social media has made us lonelier than we ever were before. And now with AI, we don't know what's real and what's not, right? As we're communicating to people in our world. And so the frameworks that I've seen have been the most helpful for both clients within NaXum and outside, have been getting a clear plan on this is what you do when you're offline and building business. So if you're sitting together with someone in your home, you're sitting together with someone at a coffee shop, this is what you do to tell the story and invite them to participate in our program. And then the flip switch of that is online. There aren't 12 ways to build a business. It's one way to build a business. And there's different clients who've done different things. I've seen a lot of people go heavy on reels in social media where, hey, just let's teach people to post reels every day, and people DM them and send them a sample of our product. That's been kind of the most popular thing we've seen for getting retail customers amongst clients, both our own and outside of us. But then when it comes to promoters, like a business opportunity, we're not seeing people do, hey, reels every day and come join my business. We're not seeing that. What we actually saw, I know for Umair and I, for everyone who's listening, is people getting back to some of the daily webinar strategies that were so popular in the 2010s. If we kind of rewind to some case studies, NaXum first deployed daily replicated webinars where the presenters of a company could present and close on behalf of the newest person on the team. We did this way back in 2014, so this isn't a new thought.
True.
We had a lot of success with this. There was a direct selling company that had all kind of compliance challenges called Canaway, and Canaway was kind of the first direct selling company to ever be in CBD in 2014. And what we did there that was so special is we deployed this replicated live stream where we had the leaders take turns doing webinars, and they were live, and they were every day. It was like 9 p.m. Eastern every day. We're live. And what was special is Umair would have his own link, Diana would have her own link, Ben would have his own link. And so if you're brand new in the company, been building a business for months, all you do is you work on creating curiosity and getting people to the call at 9 p.m. Eastern that night. And you
Yeah.
don't have to make any claims or any promises of income or anything else. All you're doing is creating curiosity and get people on the link. And the software would text you when someone was on the line. And more importantly, it would know who was connected to who.
Yeah.
So if the presenter was presenting, they could say, hey, click below and sign up today. They could close on behalf of you. And so what I saw last year on the business opportunity side, I know what you saw too, Amer, is people who didn't have daily webinars in their culture were doing things like announcing a daily webinar blitz for 7 days.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
to the existing culture and saying, hey guys, instead of having 1,000 different webinars that are happening each week amongst all of our members, well, let's just all get together at
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern, and Ted will do these five, and Joanna will do these five, and Marcy will do these five, and take turns. And what was so cool about it is it's fun. They're all building as one team in those
Yeah.
7 days. And then what clients have done is they've just said, hey, it's going so good. Let's extend for 15 days. And then after 15 days, it's going so good. Let's extend for the whole month. And by the time
True.
you've done it for a month, fields
Yeah.
get caught on to this fun momentum. And then
True.
I've even seen on the back end when new people join the company after those daily webinars are happening, the conversation from their enroller is more like, oh my gosh, you enrolled at the perfect time in our company.
Timing. Yeah.
Yeah, because tonight and tomorrow and the day after, we actually have 3 webinars in a row the next 3 days. Who do you want me to help, on your side get on the webinar? And so there's this kind of quick duplication of you don't
Yes.
have to wait for your product to arrive or for you to make money retailing to customers before you invite another friend to take a look at the business. You can simply say, hey, we're getting together later tonight. Who would you like to have on? And that's some of the pieces that I've seen have worked really well, is just getting clear on here's our one path and then having everyone do it.
Absolutely, yep. And that's what 2025 was all about, going back to the basics, doing the webinar blitzes, and get in front of the people, have the real connections. What are the pitfalls you saw of companies, that went to deploy these strategies but didn't get the results they wanted?
It's kind of funny. You can show the data, you could show the case studies, you can show, hey, here's what worked publicly for other people. And not every company wants to follow that same recipe. And that's okay, right?
Yeah,
To each their own. A number of companies who said, oh, that sounds great, Ben and Umair. Oh, we should do that. And then in
yeah,
deploying the system, instead of going daily, they said, we're just going to go once a week or we're going to go twice a month. And you sit there and say, well, that's not going to work. Only
yeah,
because the whole idea of the FOMO and momentum and the excitement around all of the stuff, it's not, oh, by the way, in 2 weeks, we're going to have this webinar. You can invite guests to. You should start inviting people now. Hey, what's your schedule like in 2 weeks? That's not the way this is growing so fast. It's every
yeah,
day. It's every day. And so the clients who didn't do it every day missed out at the end of the day. Like that's what I would,
absolutely.
that's the
Yeah,
biggest pitfall I've seen is people saying, oh, we're just going to do it every day. And the worst pitfall is to say, oh, I don't want to do it live. I'm going to throw a recording up there in that system and just, see if the field will be excited about promoting the same recording every day. It's the
yeah,
same. They're not excited to go promote the same recording every day. They want to be alive and well. It's almost like having a restaurant that
yeah,
maybe you buy a franchise of a restaurant. And
yeah,
hey, you're open 6 days a week when you buy the franchise. But you say, no,
yeah,
I know better. I'm just going to open up one day a week for 4 hours. I'm going to be a pop-up restaurant. I'm going to spend $1 million on this franchise, but I'm not going to follow the proven process of the franchise.
yeah,
I'm just going to be open for 4 hours on Thursday evenings, and I'll make all my revenue then. I'll do the 4 hour work week like Tim Ferriss. It's like, guys, that's not what Tim was teaching. You missed the point. And,
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
I'm seeing direct selling companies miss the point, even
yeah,
when they roll out other marketing systems because they're not doing the daily work that it
Yeah.
actually takes to create communities and to share the stories and to pour into people's lives. And it's top field leaders that you're just organizing, right? That are participating in this. So you just have to do the work. So that's what I would share, Mayor, when you think of pitfalls.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's all about creating that momentum, it gets you attraction every day. Yes.
Yeah.
So if there was one thing you would invite people to do today from this podcast, what would
Sure.
that be?
Well, if you haven't yet read the report, I would go to just naxum.com. There's a banner right across the top of the website. You can download the report. It's free. I would download the report and read it. And if you require any help, right, of thinking through what are some of the options for how I could implement this at my own company, whether or not you use our NaXum platform, Mayor and I are glad to meet with you in the
Yeah,
sense we'll sit down and just share what's worked of the public case studies we can share and get you that info. So know that you can actually book a time with us right on naxum.com. You can download the report for free right across the top. That would be the best place to start from my perspective. But thank you so much
absolutely.
for having me on today, Umair. And thank you, Diana,
Thank
for
you.
breaking
Thank
out
you.
our podcast. If you're looking for more information about NaXum itself, go to www.naxum.com. Or if you want to view our most recent studies, go to www.naxumtour.com and take a look there.